So the movie this week was Matt's pick. And what was it again, Matt?
This week is Silver Linings Playbook.
Silver Linings Playbook.
Yes.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Yes.
Bradley Cooper.
Yes.
Chris Tucker.
Chris Tucker.
I was like, is that Chris Tucker?
De Niro.
Yeah.
Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
So Chris Tucker, this was his first film since like Rush Hour 3.
Yeah.
He was out of the game for like 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
Still looking good.
Still looking good. Still funny.
Yeah, he's funny.
Like he was really good in this movie.
He has a very unique voice. I feel like he sounds exactly.
You didn't put it on this, man.
Is he in Friday?
Yeah. In the
yeah.
first Friday.
Yeah,
he's not in the next two.
He's not the iconic scene where they're like,
That's him. Yeah.
Him and Ice Cube.
Him and Ice Cube. Yep. Yeah. No, he's not in the next two because he didn't want to be. I think he got real religious or something, and he didn't want to be associated with like weed and.
Gotcha.
So he stepped back.
He passed up some paychecks there.
Yeah, so they brought in Day, dude, which is arguably he was just as good. Yeah. We'll talk about that later. Anyways, Silver Linings Playbook. Go ahead.
Yeah. So we went back to back war movies, and so I figured this was a time to maybe break off into. This is considered a comedy. So it came out in 2008. It was based off of 2012. Sorry, it's based off a 2008 novel, a book. This budget for this was $21 million, and it did $236 million.
Killed it, dude.
Smashed.
Do actors, their contracts, do they get like salaried or do they get percentages? How does that work?
Some
you guys
of them,
know?
Yeah, some of them that's in their negotiating.
So you just negotiate like, hey, I want 1% of this or whatever.
Yeah, they call it like royalty or something. But yeah, they'll get like a percentage of the global, and that's like. But I think that's like the big stars. Like that's like
The Rock.
That's like a Tom Cruise or The Rock or somebody like that.
You don't think Bradley Cooper's pulling that?
I'll probably.
Okay.
He's probably got that name.
All right.
But so this movie nominated for 8 Academy Awards. It was the first film in 30 years that was nominated in all 4 major categories. So Best Picture, Director, Actor, and Actress.
Wow.
Yeah. Director, David O. Russell. Well, you want to hear some of his other ones that he's done?
Sure.
Here we go. 3 Kings. Nothing. The Fighter.
Yep.
American Hustle.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, and he wrote this movie based off of his own son, who also struggles with bipolar.
Okay. I thought you said it was off a novel.
Yeah, but I mean, he accepted to take on the role or take on the movie because of that fact.
Okay.
Yeah, and put his own spin and twist on it.
Yeah,
because of that relationship.
That's tight.
Or whatever.
That's right.
Yeah, so I thought that was
so
cool.
What was his son? I guess. Never mind. Go ahead.
Yeah. But yeah, you mentioned so Jennifer Lawrence won the Academy Award for Best Actress for this at 22. Yeah.
What about Bradley Cooper?
He was nominated, didn't win.
I thought he was pretty good.
I thought, yeah.
Who won it that year? Do you know? Did you write that down?
I didn't write that down. Dang.
I'd like to know.
You caught me.
What year was this?
2012. While Dave's looking that up, Mark Wahlberg was originally the person in mind for the role.
Dude, I could see Marky Mark pulling this off, but Bradley Cooper for sure knocked it out of the park.
Yeah, I could see Mark Wahlberg doing it too, but it's hard with he killed it.
If it was like centered in Boston, maybe, but
yeah, I was gonna say that's a little further away because it's like if it was Boston, he would have already had it.
Because Bradley Cooper's like a Philly guy, anyways.
He
right?
is.
Yeah.
You see him in the stands at the Super Bowl.
Right.
You see him in the stands.
Yeah.
So he knew, like, he's like, this is how people are.
He's got his own Philly cheesesteak, like food truck and stuff that I've seen him do.
That's not real.
That's real. Look it up. I don't know what it's called. Cooper's.
He just hires people to cook cheesesteaks.
Well, I've seen videos of him in there, like serving them up to people and stuff. But it's probably like one of those like he showed up for 5 minutes.
Sign some autographs.
Yeah. De Niro was nominated as Best Supporting Actor in this too. Just by the way. So yeah, that's my facts of the movie. And let's get into it. Colin, did you watch this before?
I had seen like 10 minutes of it. So I was just like, this is not my cup of tea. I don't, it's whatever.
This is one of my picks where I'm like, dude, Colin's got it. It has football. It has gambling.
It was a banger.
It has crazy Philly people that are going back and forth yelling at each other and stuff, like dysfunction.
I will say, when you first sent this out, I'm like, man, I don't know if I want to watch this. It is a banger, dude.
Yeah.
I'd give that movie like a 9.2.
Yeah.
9.1. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I have a lot of questions, like actual questions for Dave, like in like how this is in real life.
Yeah.
But it is wild because like just how he refuses to take his pills. I'm way clear on this.
Yeah.
I also thought it painted a good picture of like people with mental illness, like bipolar, whatever, like how he did a good job of showing how he's in a cage. Like he knows like, I'm not going to freak out. I'm not going to, and he knows like, I don't want to go to the game because when I'm at the game, this happens. And he's like fighting it. And then just like, nope, can't. This is the other side pops out.
Yeah.
And just starts like whooping ass. It's just, or anything, he's talking to his mom about taking his meds or whatever. And he knows like he's not lying to her, but he's telling her why. And she's like, what, but you just got to take your meds.
Yeah.
It's way easier on the outside looking in.
Yeah.
I had an aunt who was bipolar schizophrenic, and it like I wasn't around her a lot because like for obvious like young kids, and it is like tough, but we'd see every now and then, and it was just like you just never knew which aunt you were gonna get kind of thing. So I could definitely see that. Also just like the degenerate gambling aspect of it was wild, and it's crazy because you actually like, I love to gamble. Those guys are like, and there's people out there that live like this,
that are betting their livelihood.
Insane to me.
Yeah,
I love it. Like I like, but I'm just like, holy cow, dude.
Yeah, so I too would want to get Dave's perspective on it, and this is one of the reasons why I chose this movie because I'm like, all right, I know Colin's gonna love it because all the aspects in it. Two, I want to get Dave's take on some of these things because if you didn't know, he's in school for
mental
health counseling. Yes.
Oh, before what was Jennifer Lawrence's deal?
So she just had severe depression.
That's it. She seemed a little off the rocker too.
Maybe sex addiction at one point. Even though actually they took that out of the DSM. That's not.
But she was like kind of meeting crazy with crazy.
Yeah, I think she was a little like crazy in general in terms of like just social, like the way she behaved socially. But I think it was more tapped into with her depression and like she went down the road.
I just remember this. I love how blunt and brutally honest he was, and like she could match that energy.
Yeah, they both were.
She's like, hey, do you want this? No, I'm just thinking of my ex-wife right now. I'm gonna get her back. Like,
yes,
just what anything is just like. She's like, dude, why would you lie to me? He's like, well, why would I lie to you about? I just like,
one of the things that made me laugh so much in the movie was every time he talked about her dead husband. They're in the house and she's showing up and he's like, hey, her husband died or whatever, but like don't talk about it or bring it up. And he's like, okay. And then she's like, don't talk about what? And he's just like, hey, you look really nice. How'd your husband die? It's like right off the bat.
Yeah, dude.
You said this is classified as a comedy?
It's like a
for real
dark. See, I
didn't think it was. I think there was funny movie, parts.
But I don't think it's anywhere close to a comedy.
I didn't know it was a comedy either. I thought it was like just a drama.
Okay. Yeah.
And there's funny stuff in it. Yeah. Right. There's laughter, but it's not a comedy.
The point of the show was not to make you laugh.
Yeah.
No. Right. There might be a side. I did look it up. Daniel Day-Lewis won the Oscar Best Actor for playing Abraham Lincoln in Lincoln.
That.
Have you seen Gangs in New York?
That's hard to beat. Yes, I have.
Yeah, I have seen that.
But I also seen Lincoln, and Lincoln is pretty good.
Yeah. And he's, I mean, you can't get more main character,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
That's a tough. And Daniel Day-Lewis is pretty freaking good.
Yeah.
That's
Mark McGuire, Sammy Sosa right there. Like someone's just got to win it. Someone's going to lose it.
This is classified as a romantic comedy.
Really?
Yeah. It is, I have seen it as like a dark comedy.
Okay.
But I like for the fact of the film that like they go into these mental health issues and instead of making it like very depressed like it can be for a lot of people that struggle with this, they make it humorous. They put you in that light, but they also give you the humorous side. But that was also one of the questions I was going to bring up too to you guys that I saw in there was did they do a good job? Did they dumb down these illnesses and make light of them and not get into the severity of that? You know what I mean? Did they dilute?
No, I don't think they diluted them. No, I think I like the portrayal of the mental illness in this show. You can even say like the dad had like some OCD tendencies with his remotes and like I need you sitting here and the handkerchief and like obsessed with the Eagles, like obsessed, like all that stuff. And gambling addiction is actually a diagnosis as well. That is actually a diagnosis in the DSM. It is. And I think it made it very realistic because sometimes they can go too far in one way, right? They can minimize it, but they also can go too far in the other way, where see like, oh, this person is just absolutely nuts and insane and way out there. Whereas like, this is a real, like this person in the show is like, I could know this guy. Like I could know this person struggling, like actually struggling everyday life where they, it's not some kind of like way out there psychopath. You know what I mean? Where sometimes they do it that way too. They put it so far to one end, they maximize it instead of minimizing it, right? I think they did a perfect sweet spot on this one of like, this is a real person. They're struggling with real things. And to top it off, they both went through some traumatic events. Yeah. Some very some traumatic events where like he walked in on his wife, like walked in on them, right? Like cheating, right?
Bro.
And then her wife or her husband gets killed. It's like killed by like trying to help somebody or whatever. Yeah. I think she was like helping change a tire or something like that. And like a car like kills her. So like they already had issues. And then like on top of that, this like extra layer of like trauma that just like exacerbates what was already underneath.
Yeah.
Well said.
Yeah.
Well said.
But again, I think they did a great job of it. I think that, so the one thing my biggest critique of this movie is the therapist, is the therapist himself. So the things he did were extremely unethical.
Like so he plays the song.
Yes, 100%. And like he plays that song where he knows this is going to send this person possibly into a violent rage, right? Doesn't with other people in the waiting room.
I just wanted to know if it was still a trigger.
Yeah, like what? You're not going to do this in some controlled environment, something like that. That's unethical, right? Completely unethical. Next, unethical thing, like if you meet, you can talk to your clients outside of the session or whatever. And to be fair, like he didn't approach Bradley Cooper's character. Yeah. He didn't approach Pat. Pat approached him. It's like Dr. So-and-so. He's like, Pat, whatever. Hey, good to see you. But like that relationship should not be that friendly. It should not be that friendly outside of the session.
Yeah, but that's not his fault, right? That's just that's Bradley Cooper's like very friendly with that guy. Like you're not gonna be like, hey, we shouldn't be talking.
No, for sure. But he goes to his house afterwards. Right?
Yeah. Oh, remember?
Yeah. Like even then, like, hey, it's like, hey, good to see you. How you doing? How are things going? Great. And that's it. Right? And even at the game, like, of course, we're not gonna be rude to them and be like, don't talk to me ever. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, hey, good to see you. Like, yeah, go Eagles. I'm excited about the game. Like, hey, good to see you, and leave.
Yeah.
Like you don't.
Yeah, that's movies though. I mean, you gotta throw that in there.
I agree. Right. I'm telling you from my perspective. Well,
he even asked him at the Eagles game, like, "Hey, am I allowed to be talking to you right now?"
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's like, we're not. I mean, we're brothers or whatever, and the Eagles or whatever.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite scenes too, when they go back to the house after they get in that fight or whatever, and the brother still got his shirt off. It's just like a bunch of like high school kids that just got in trouble.
Yeah,
dude. And then she walks in, and the dad's all mad about the juju being thrown off or whatever.
She just rattles off how the Eagles have been winning since she's been there.
Excelsior,
Excelsior, Pat.
And his tune completely changes. De Niro's character, his dad,
he's like,
he hated her. He's like, oh, I love you now. Like literally, because all he cares about is the Eagles. That's it. Right, nothing else matters. Like literally. So as soon as he figured out that, you know what, that makes sense. They did win. Great, we're best friends. I want you to be here every. I'm gonna figure this out.
You're good for Pat.
Yeah. Exactly.
Did that scene hit you in the feels when he sits down with him in the morning or whatever? The moment he's like talking to him about. He's like, hey, you got to come down, watch the game with me, and then he tells him like, I want to spend more time with you. I didn't spend enough time with you in his own way or whatever. Did that get you in your feels at all?
No, that did not, because to me that was him just manipulating. Like, I need you here.
I took it like that.
Yeah, you need to be sitting next to me because you're a good luck charm. And he's just manipulating his son, being like, I want to hang out with you, and we bond over the Eagles.
Yeah.
I thought it was manipulation.
I don't think that's manipulation. I think that he doesn't have a lot of other love languages, and that's just like his one connection point with his son.
I took it as manipulation.
Nah, I didn't take it that way.
How'd you take it?
I don't remember the scene. So what
like he's upstairs like he comes and sits on the bed and he's like, because the mom is like, your dad wants to hang out, like wants to spend more time with you, whatever, yada yada. And he comes up and he's like, hey, I just want to spend more time with you, and we could, I want to go to the games with you, but I'm kicked out of the stadium, so we could watch them here, and you can hold my handkerchief, and like, and he's like, no, Dad, I got a thing I gotta do.
Yep.
Yeah.
I think it's manipulation as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
I do. Because I really do think that, like, he doesn't really show the entire time, the entire movie. He doesn't really, the dad doesn't make any really character development towards. He stays the same, which makes sense. Somebody who's that age, they're not going to make big character personality changes.
Yeah.
Because even at the end, the Eagles win. They beat the Cowboys, right? And now it's like, oh, they won. Now that I beat my bet, now I'm going to go watch.
Right.
He's not like a scumbag, but I don't think he was trying to really connect. I do think he was trying to get him to be with him there in that case. But I don't know.
We'll agree to disagree.
I do think like I said this before in Crazy Stupid Love, but like the wife gets off the hook again. She gets off the hook again.
Which wife?
His wife.
Bradley Cooper's wife. Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
You should leave. Like, yeah.
What?
Yeah, dude.
Dude, like, again, even if he wasn't bipolar, like, again, like, should you beat the crap out of him? You shouldn't. But is it understandable that you beat the crap out of this person, that you walk in when you're like...
It wouldn't a judge or somebody be like...
He's a history professor.
100%.
In your own house.
In your own house.
He didn't go seeking out for the guy. Like, he didn't drive up to his house and do that. Like,
you're saying the judge would say that? Yeah, 100%. Because
after that event, that's what he lost his job.
Yes.
He had to go live in the psychiatric ward, start taking pills.
Like, I mean, of course, if you beat the crap out of somebody like that, it's not self-defense. You got to get punished. Like, I get it.
But also, isn't there like a temporary rage or something?
Yeah, like insanity, like temporary insanity. Like, it's not premeditated, anything like that.
Yeah, it just went red, dude.
She gets off scot-free. And I get it. He is like obsessed with her, like trying to get her back the whole time. But there's nobody in his life who's like, Pat,
she sucks.
She sucks.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Because she's hanging out with her sister, right? That's her sister-in-law. Who is that? The girl that his friends... wife that introduced her to Jennifer Lawrence's character.
Friends, it was.
I want to say they were sisters, weren't they? Was he sisters? I want to say
she was sisters with
his ex-wife.
His friend, like his friend, his wife, the girl that didn't like him, didn't want him in the house, whatever.
Yeah.
Jennifer Lawrence was her sister.
Yeah,
and she was friends with the ex-wife.
Yeah,
so that was the go-to.
Like his friend's not like, yeah, she sucks. She did a terrible thing to you. Like, again,
I also wonder if that's like they put on like kid gloves. Like, dude, we have to be gentle about this because of his condition. So like, don't rock the boat too much. We'll just be like, hey, this. Yeah. I was wondering, like, true. I thought of it. Because I thought the same thing, but I thought of it like, they can't just say like, dude, she sucks, because they know like he's obsessed about his wife or whatever. It's like, we got to like put kid gloves on around it and like kind of massage it a different way.
Everyone's like, he was like, it's my fault. I messed everything up. It's my fault. It's my fault. Like, he had all that on himself, where it's like nobody said, bro, like, because again, they never said there was any history of like abuse between the two. Like, they fought, right? But there's no evidence in the show, at least that I remember, of them saying he like was abusive to her or anything like that.
Yeah.
Also, I wonder if that's like the Philly aspect of it, of like, dude, just like, just bury your feelings down deep. We're not going to talk about it. Like, you'll figure it out. You're going to white knuckle this thing through the end. Like, we all are white knuckling all our problems.
Yeah.
It's like, figure it out. You love your wife. You're going to, okay, fine, do it, dude. You're a moron. You don't want to do, like, you want to, like, they're just not going to talk about it. I'm not going to ask you how your wife is. I'm not going to tell you anything. It's like, do what you want to do.
Yeah. But nobody in his family badmouthed her. They were all badmouthing him about, like, trying to make contact with her just because he would, like, violate.
Yeah.
That is where I'd be like, dude.
Like, why do you want why are you wanting to contact her?
Yeah.
Like, again, like, you're not perfect and you're trying to work on yourself. Like, he obviously is, right? Obviously trying to make things better. There's no reason to go back to her. Like, I get it. I understand, but like, it's easier said than done. But nobody in his life, again, she comes off scot-free, and I hate that. That makes me so angry that she comes off completely scot-free. She gets zero hate from anybody in the entire movie.
I didn't really think about it. I know you have. I like that you have an affinity for that.
Yeah,
because I didn't really. It wasn't a big part of the movie for me. But I also, if I was like in that guy's life, I feel like I thought about this, like, the way I would have tried to reach him about, like, to just drop it is I would, like, you got to get in his mode. Like, he's Excelsior, this and that.
Yeah.
I'd go, like, do some research. Like, what's the opposite of Excelsior? What's the, and just be dropping, like, bro, she's Hades. Like, that's Hades. Like, that's where you came from. And he's like, Hades? Like, yeah. It's the opposite of it, whatever it is.
Whatever it is, sure, yeah.
And he's just like, you get him to start thinking that way instead of, because I feel like he's just one of those guys. You tell him something and he's just like shark eyes, like, dude, whatever. I'm moving on. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you got to talk his language.
I'm telling you, this is a common theme in movies. Is a common theme. When women cheat, they don't get any garbage for it. It's just like, it's always like, oh, well, he was treating you bad. He was doing this. He was doing that. You're fine. Like, no, dude, you slept with a coworker. You took a shower with a coworker in his house to your wedding song. Your wedding song was on.
That part was.
You are a terrible human being. Period.
That's wild, dude.
Didn't they have like hit their wedding thing, like the DVD or something playing on the TV? I can't remember.
I know he came. He was looking for his DVD.
I know the song was playing,
and the mom wouldn't give him the wedding.
Well, I'm talking about when he walked in the show, like when he walked in.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, he walked upstairs. There's like a little boom. They showed a little boom box playing, and I guess the CD was in there. I don't know. I assume it's coming out of that.
I remembered it as like the wedding, like their wedding
show
video was on. But that's even crazier.
But dude, like in the present, this is the thought process. She brought this guy to their house. She takes out the boombox, takes out the CD, puts it in, plays it, and then gets in the shower with this guy? Come on.
She's great. She's great at scum, dude.
And then at the end, it's like she shows up and she's just like really happy and looks good. And like she gets nothing, no criticism. She gets no negativity. And it's like,
well, he bounced on her though.
True. Again, he's like, hey, they don't say what they say.
Whatever, yeah.
Maybe he just makes nice, like, hey, good to see you, like,
yeah,
kind of ends it and then moves on. But again, that's not the same thing.
And
as
he's
being
portrayed as this monster because he goes to the school.
Yes.
And then the other lady that's there, whatever her name was, the librarian, whoever she is, he's like trying to talk to her and she's like acting like this dude is BTK or something. 100%. And she's like clutching
well,
her
he's
purse
he's in the loony bin that you can craft whatever narrative you want.
Yeah.
No, for sure. But again, like, how would you react if you were him? You know what I'm saying?
I'd go
like
Hulk mode. Bro.
Again, like, would you leave like that guy asked you to? He said, "You need to leave."
I probably would strangle him in that bath.
But again,
I would. Yeah.
Like again, like should you do that?
I'd tell hey, you better start running because you're next, bro.
Yeah.
I'm just in a fit of rage.
Yeah. I'm seriously. Again, you obviously get to be punished for doing that. There's no doubt. Like you can't just be hurting people for like that. I get it in a civilized society. But do we understand? Do we all understand it? Like, do we understand where he's coming from? Like,
totally.
You know what I mean? Like, so
I could not imagine that ever happening, bro.
Oh no,
it's like so insane.
Yeah,
I don't think anybody could.
No,
like,
exactly.
It's insane that like it happens like that. It's like this type of stuff for real happens in real life. Yes. People have to deal with this in real life.
And I don't think any guy in the world, you could be the most docile, like loving. I don't think any guy in the world would be prepared for that and to know what they would do in that moment. Because it would break anybody.
It'd break anybody, especially with somebody with bipolar disorder.
Yeah.
Like
how? So let me ask you this question: how often? Because he says in the movie that he was whatever he is in the movie, like 30 years old or whatever, and it was left undiagnosed his whole life until this moment. There were signs, but they just never like got him treated or whatever. How often do you see that, or how often is that a thing where people? Bipolar is a pretty that's a bad one. I was gonna say because you'd have early signs that
catch it
something's
early.
Not right here.
It could onset at any time though.
So you don't have it when you're like 12.
You could.
Okay.
I'm saying it could happen. It could like become apparent different types of.
How are you bipolar?
Yeah.
It is a. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to speak to the specifics because I don't know exactly. I don't know exactly what to say, so I don't want to speak out of turn. But any of these illnesses can come into effect at any time, right? Remember Russia Balin show? Yeah. She said like when she was 7 or whatever it was, they started seeing some signs, but then like it really didn't kick in heavily until she was this age.
Yeah.
So that's not uncommon to like have it at different points in your life. That's not uncommon.
But like it's just something's not firing the brain right, or like is it a disease that's a deterioration? Do you know?
No, it's not a deterioration. I don't know. I don't know specific. I know it's not a deterioration, but I don't know specifically what it is. I don't.
Okay.
I don't think you can't like catch it, right?
No, that's not what I'm saying. But like it's like he's like you see like a scan, like okay, this is like a CT scan or something like he might be bipolar because of this frontal cortex.
I don't know. You know what I could do? I have a DSM-5 in my room. in my office. I can pull it out and look it up.
We could look it up.
As long as there's the
Let's do that post edit because I do want to know why, how.
Because I still don't know what I was trying to see the definition and stuff, like what it actually is, other than like being crazy. Right?
Two personalities, right?
I think you know what? Hold on. In fact, I have it right here.
Where'd that book come from?
Movie magic, man.
Wow.
Movie magic.
We're trying to figure out how it.
Yes.
Okay.
This is the DSM, which is the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders.
Yeah.
So this is like the Bible of mental disorders.
Did you put all those tabs in there? Does it come with those?
And then it comes with tabs. You buy those tabs.
Wow.
DSM, they don't give you that for free.
He takes his craft seriously, dude.
Yeah. This makes it easy to find it. So anyway,
already put those.
It also looks more biblical.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? So the show says bipolar. That's all it says.
Yeah.
There's bipolar 1 and bipolar 2. So basically,
like diabetes.
they're slightly different. But what the information about this, we talked about how it was rare, right? And it is, right? It says in here like bipolar 1 is like 1.5% of the population. And bipolar,
America.
Yeah, of America.
Okay.
And bipolar 2 is like less than 1%.
Okay.
So yes, not rare.
Yeah.
Or not common. So it's defined by having a manic episode, right? So a manic episode is a distinct period of abnormally persistent, elevated, expansive, or irritable mood. Abnormally persistent, increased activity or energy lasting at least 1 week. So elevated state. Lasting at least 1 week.
Fly off the handle, but for a week at a time.
Yeah, for this manic episode, it lasts at least 1 week. There's multiple criteria.
He beat the shit out of that dude for a night, and they threw him in the loony bin.
So, but we don't know what happened right after that, though, right?
He could have stayed,
he could have stayed up, right? Yeah.
I'm trying to be respectful. I don't want to say the wrong things.
Yeah. So a manic episode.
Forgive my ignorance.
A manic episode has to last at least a week. You could have a hypomanic episode that lasts only 4 days, or a major depressive episode, right? And that's the opposite, right? That's why it's bipolar, because we have episodes.
Highs or lows, but
we have highs. We can have very highs. We have very lows. We have combination, or we could have highs elevated and back to normal, right? So they're saying it's two different. You have two different distinct moods that you are like seeing. Right?
So
and that's why he's like working out all the time is also another. Is like, dude, you got to not do that, right?
I can't remember what this
was like hyperactivity, right? In there, didn't it just say?
Well, it's this like elevated or expansive, irritable mood, right? So like,
it's only mood.
It's mood.
I thought there was something about activity.
It does say that, yeah. Abnormally and persistently increased activity or energy.
So like, could you not go like off the hinges, but you just work out like a demon for a week, and people are like, oh, dude, this is not healthy.
It does say and. You need both of those.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But I think in his case, it was like energy in terms of like how he's speaking and his actions and stuff he's doing. Because you could see in the movie, like when he was looking for like their wedding DVD or whatever it was.
Yes,
and
he like fixated on it.
Wakes him up in the middle of the night, and he's the scenes too, and he wakes him up in the middle of the night. Crack me.
Are you shit? He throws Hemingway out the window, dude.
Yeah, that's right.
That was hilarious.
He goes through the whole book.
I think he would be diagnosed as bipolar 2 because I don't think he has any manic episodes because that's a week long. I didn't see any of that. Right. So bipolar 2 is either hypomanic or major depressive. One of those two.
Okay.
And I think I didn't see, again, we don't see him every single day. It's a movie.
Yeah.
To get the actual diagnosis, you'd have to know like how long the episodes last.
Mm-hmm.
Right. If it's just 4 days, then you say bipolar 2. If it's like a week or longer, you can say bipolar 1.
And you said which one's the worst one?
Oh, they're just different. I don't think they're worse. I don't think one's worse.
Yeah, we don't gotta get into the weeds on it. But it is good to know like what is bipolar.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, how about when they're comparing the medicines they've taken?
That's right.
Like Zoloft, like knock me out. Like they're just going through them all. I thought that was kind of funny.
What was your rating and what was your overall thoughts on the movie? Good, bad?
It's a good movie.
In between?
I liked it a lot. I was like invested the whole time. There's multiple people in this movie that I want to I'm rooting for.
Yeah,
like that I want to see succeed.
It's a feel good movie.
100%. Like there's like people in this movie that I'm rooting for. I want to see them succeed. I'm glad that they're like it ends up well for them at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was very, and it's kind of weird because it's not tons of stuff happening, right? It's not like it's like it's no like major events or any like major climaxes or anything like that.
I'm glad you brought that up because
I just thought of my next movie.
In the book, they didn't have the dance scene. So that wasn't part of it. The book was also more centered on the mental illness itself. Okay. So it was a little like darker or whatever. This one was a lot more lighthearted.
Time out. Dance scene. Yeah. I love how like whether it's bipolar, whether it's just his personality, he just threw himself into it. Could care less. Like a normal human is like, we're gonna stop this and play like some garage band music and just jump around like idiots and then get back to bar. Like that's not it. But like both their personalities were, let's do that. Yeah. And they gave it 100%. I think that was pretty sick.
I think for the movie, it made it great, right? There was a build up, like it led to that. And it was like, the book didn't have that at all. So
it was a good climax because it needed it.
Yes.
It's kind of like, where's this building to? Like, what's the big event here that's going to like happen? Yeah, it was good. So my rating, 8.2.
Ooh.
Okay.
8.2.
That's a good one.
I can ride with that.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. I liked it.